Oh, hi, it's the 27th of March 2018, a bit after midday. I had a discussion with Carly yesterday, lucky me. I'm sure she does the mgtow rounds to, spread her joy and happiness to all of us. Thanks, Carly, thanks for dropping in. I've come to the conclusion that Carly is actually a bot. Yep. And I think she's a Facebook bot, and she's escaped during that data breach. I think that's what's happened. Yep. When everybody else was getting in, she was getting out. She thought, oh, you beauty, let's go. And the first place she decided to come to was the mgtow space. Isn't that great? Yeah, it's really good. I'm so pleased she joined us. But I wanted to respond to Carly and try to explain to her, like, she was talking as if we're still there, or at least me. I was trying to say, yeah, I look at it like I look at society like a shop. Like a store, and I've left the store. I didn't like the service. I didn't like the whole feel. I didn't even like anything about it. I've just left it. Okay, and a social store, if you will. It's like a social to me. And everything's in that social within that store. And I go, no, I've had enough of this. Thanks. It was bad, and then it just went really bad. So I thought, no, time to move on and move out. And I was trying to explain to her. Yes, I said, why do people want to talk? Why do women want to talk to me? Yeah, fair enough, I've gone. Can't they see that I've gone? I've left. I'm in cyber world. I'm over there in Asia. That's where I am. I live in Australia, physically, but I deal with and live with people in Southeast Asia primarily. The poorer countries actually. But that's where I've been for the last 5 years. I'm sort of up here, and I was wanting to explain to her that what I've done is I've cut. There's a bond linking me and other Westerners, I suppose, or Western women particularly. Like there's a bond, like in chemistry, like I have a bond between molecules. And I feel that bond has been chopped. It's just a chop, okay. Because I got to the feeling, okay, so we're obviously, you don't want us. You keep telling us how bad we are, and then it's just getting shoved up our arse every day. So you've chopped the bond. You're saying, yeah, chop, I don't want you anymore. And, which I thought, well, fair enough, okay, you've made it very clear. You've made your point very clear. You're not happy. So, yep, the bond is chopped. And I've floated up here and I've floated over there, to gone out and had a look at the neighbourhood. If you don't want me here, fair enough, I'll go out and check out and see who else is in the neighbourhood. And that's where I am. Up there. Oh, and around the other side too a bit, but mainly just in the backyard, just hanging around with the neighbours, the neighbour chicks. But I thought, I wanted to do a video on that, and I thought, but what is this bond? What is this relationship? How do I describe it? I mean, I'm not married to Carly, God forbid, but What is the bond, or what was the bond between, say, Carly and me? Okay, that no longer exists. It's now chopped. And, I hammed and hawed, and I thought, well, it's a symbiotic relationship, isn't it? And then I thought, what is a symbiotic relationship? I mean, I know the term, but I don't really know what it is. I've never sort of studied symbiotic relationships before. I'd never even thought of it. And my main source of information comes from comments here on my YouTube channel, and nobody's mentioning symbiosis here. Or symbiosis, is that the right noun? So yeah. But well, let's just stay with the adjective symbiotic. Yeah, so nobody mentions symbiotic relationships here. So I decided to research it, and oh my God, it was early in the morning, but what a honeypot! It was just. I thought, my God, wait until the guys find out what I've learned all about and what I've discovered. You're talking about symbiotic relationships pretty soon. I was actually just going to mention the name and get somebody else to research it, but I thought, no, I'll actually spend a few minutes and look up some of the basics to get started, just to whet the appetite, if you will. There are three types. I have to read, okay? Not that I can read my writing, but yeah. There are three types of a symbiotic relationship, apparently. The first one is commensalism, which is where you have two organisms linked, and one, you've got one benefits, but the other one doesn't suffer any harm or there's no adverse effect. Okay, so it's a relationship. I can't think of an example because and I don't care about it. But I mean, yeah, it's where one benefits and the other one doesn't suffer any harm. Okay, and the next one is mutualism. And as soon as I thought that, I thought of Wisdom Trek. I thought, man, he's been into the honeypot before me. He's researched it. He just didn't tell me. Okay, mutualism, because he was talking about mutual aid society. Yeah, mutualism. And that's actually the doctrine that, I can't read that word because I can't, of mutual dependence is necessary to social well-being, which I'd agree with. Not that I thought in a great deal with it, but just off the top, off the top of my head, I'd say, yeah, mutualism is probably the desired way to be. Yeah, and it's where the definition of it is where you have individuals benefiting from the activities of the other, which is essentially what I was talking about on this channel. That by each of us contributing energy into it via the comments, which I've noticed to wane back to smaller ones again, but by putting energy into it, yeah, we each benefit from it. But when you don't do that, yeah, there's no mutual benefit, and that's my thing, and that's what I'm trying to achieve up there. I'll talk more about that later. And the other one is, is it parasitism or parasitism? I don't know. I didn't even really look that up in a great deal. Yeah, it's clearly where the parasite is harming the host. All right. So in two types of relationship based on harm. The first one, commensalism. Yeah, there's no harm. One benefits, but there's no harm to the other. And parasitism, I assume, yeah, one benefits at the other's expense. Now we could split hairs here and talk about the fact that the relationship between men and women is one of parasitism. I wouldn't even go there personally. I'm not saying it's wrong or anything else like that, but there seems to be this. I think this is what most of you guys are talking about: parasitism. Where she just wants you for your resources and what have you. Okay, so the first argument that comes to mind there is, yeah, a lot of women have their own resources now, and that's what the feminists are saying. We no longer want or need men, so their relationship, their symbiotic relationship with us has changed to no longer being in the what you'd probably classify as the parasitism area of it. I mean, feel free to talk about it. It's one of those things that I'm not particularly emotional about. I don't really care. But yeah, that's not. I don't even think about the parasitism side of things or parasitism side of things. I'm more interested in the mutualism. Okay, and that's what's happened here for me personally. Yeah, that mutual thing has where we each benefit from one another's activities. With Western women, that's chopped. That's gone. That's the bond for me. That's chopped. So I have floated off, as I said, up there, and that's what I'm looking for there. Okay, I'm not looking for parasitical relationships, if that's the right adjective, is it? I'm looking for mutualism, and I'm starting to find it. It's taken a long time, but I'm starting to find it. It's where I do something, and that person does something, and we both benefit from it. Okay, and that forms a strong double bond with me, if you like, or even a triple bond. It's very powerful. It's really okay. And the more you do of it, and it's just for me, because I'm entrepreneurial, but I need other people, and I'm sort of encapsulating everything into that one thing. But that's what's disappeared from the West. It's I keep saying it over and over. It's not that I dislike them, hate them, or anything else like that. They've chopped the bond. They've just said, no, chop. We don't want you anymore. Chop. You've gone. Which, and all I was saying to Carly yesterday was, yeah, you've cut the bond So why do you want to waste your time talking to me? Because I'm sorry, I don't want to waste my time talking to you. There's no bond between us anymore. It's like me talking to a lizard. There's just no there's no bond. Well, actually there is, because I talk to lizards. They're not very interesting to talk to. But yeah, theirs is a parasitical relationship. Yeah, no, I want mutualism, and I can't find it here in the West. It's in Asia, and Asia's where it's all happening. It's just an explosion of energy. It's particularly in countries like Vietnam and whatever. We've seen what's happened to China. Yeah, well, the rest of Asia wants it as well. They're all in there. So, and they want us, the men. They want us there. And they don't want the women. I'm sorry, they just don't want the women. They don't want feminism. I know, I speak to them. They don't want our culture, the Western culture. They don't want that. But they actually want the men. I can feel it. They're eager to, they're bending over backwards to get us there. And I think they're not actually coming right out and saying it, but they're really saying, why are you women just giving you to us? We don't even have to. They're just shipping you over. Well, it's their choice. Yeah, but it's and that's what's happening. And they want our ingenuity. They want what we've got. And I know out of my dealings, they don't fuck you around. They leave you free to and they want to benefit from it. Yeah, but it's not parasitical. It's not like, just give it to me. Some are. Quite a few are, actually. But the smarter ones, no, they want mutualism. Yeah, and it's exciting. And what you're witnessing is me going through the process of mutualism. And that's probably why I've done the channel. So you can just watch the developments and decide for yourself whether you want to be a part of it as well. Because it's all there. That's where it's happening. It's alive and kicking. Yeah, in all sorts of different areas. Anyway, good talking to you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.